It was Hahnemann who for the first time proposed that diverse types of chronic diseases could be produced in the long run by infectious agents, which he called miasms. I have been trying to explain in scientific terms how chronic diseases could be produced by infectious agents, even after the infections are over. This led me into the realization that infectious agents can produce lifelong chronic disease dispositions only through off-target actions of antibodies generated in the body against them. I came to the conclusion that antibodies generated against alien proteins such as infectious agents and vaccines could be the real molecular carriers of miasms Hahnemann considered to be the fundamental cause of chronic diseases. Since antibodies are actually deformed globulin proteins, subjected to molecular imprinting by alien proteins, they can induce molecular misfolding in native proteins having complementary conformations. Such misfolded proteins are already known to be the causative agents of diverse types of proteinopathies such as amyloid diseases and prion diseases. These diseases include autoimmune diseases also. Theory of miasms as causative factors of chronic diseases proposed by Hahnemann fits well to the modern scientific view of chronic diseases in terms of proteinopathies caused by deformed proteins. Hahnemann's observations of chronic diseases, relating it with infectious miasms, would have been a revolutionary event in medical history, had anybody Hahnemann, his followers or scientists taken up the task of explaining it in scientific terms. Had anybody asked the question how an infectious disease can cause lifelong residual effects in the organism even after the infection is over, everything would have been clear. It would have been obvious that infectious agents can produce lifelong residual effects in the form of chronic diseases only through antibodies generated in the body against infectious agents. Such a realization would have helped medical as well as scientific community to view antibodies from a different perspective as causative agents of diverse types of chronic diseases. I hope the scientific community could probe deeper into the ideas put forward by MIT regarding role of antibodies formed against infectious agents in producing various types of autoimmune diseases, amyloid diseases, prion diseases and various other chronic diseases. Researches on these lines may lead to the development of a whole new range of target-specific therapeutic agents to combat these diseases, synthesized by utilizing molecular imprinting technology. If this idea is found to be of any relevance, scientific community should be thankful to Hahnemann, homeopathy and theory of miasms for enabling this great revelation. The molecular mechanism by which antibodies produce chronic diseases could be well explained by the scientific knowledge already available now. Antibodies being deformed proteins can bind to various types of native proteins, and induce them to deform themselves, resulting in diverse types of proteinopathies, amyloid diseases, autoimmune diseases and prion diseases. Understanding Hahnemann's concept of chronic diseases relating it with infectious miasms from MIT perspective, paves the way for a scientific understanding of a whole class of grave diseases, and developing of a whole new range of therapeutic agents and techniques to combat them.